Well, so we are here at the airport. We just arrived in Seoul. We took finally our flight from Daegu because they wouldn't let Diana and me go because they had our bags. So we had to actually buy the ticket and show it to their place so they would give us our bags to let us go after they held us.
And when I met you guys at the airport and they physically tried to take my bag off me so they could do the same to me because they used the bags as an incentive to keep us there. Even though we'd said to them we'd made the decision to go home, we don't want to be involved in the pageant anymore, they weren't taking no for an answer.
They were just tricking us, really, to be honest.
Bribery.
And right now, I left Daegu without even having to fly back home. I'm booking it right now because I just needed to get out of there. It was not safe. I don't know how the other girls are still there. I just can't.
After everything that happened last night, you know, it started off with the no food. It started off with them putting us in a hotel with no bed. They went too far with it. The girls are now starting to be sexually harassed. They're being bribed by judges.
Yeah.
Like, girls are being offered positions in the competition in exchange for sex. It's wrong. We don't want to be part of it anymore, so we chose to walk, and they followed us, and we tried even then to stop it.
They followed us. They knew that they were going to stop us from going purposely. They asked to get us cars, thinking that they're being humble and just giving us taxis as if it's the last thing they're going to do, when really all they wanted to do was get us in a tight space and try and convince us, take our bags away so that we couldn't leave the country.
They said they were taking us to the airport and they took us to an airport hotel.
Yeah, they took us to the hotel next to the airport, and luckily we had enough sense to get out of there. We literally ran to the airport and then they followed us to the airport and wouldn't give us our bags.
It's disgusting, and they've offered all of us, so that we don't leave, the option of winning the pageant. They said, oh, if you don't leave, you win, you'll win. And it's like, no, that's not going to happen. I don't want anything to do with these people. I don't want to work with these people. This pageant is a joke. Like, we're owed money for our flights, and yet, like, I don't see the winner ever getting their prize money. Ever. Like, I'm not going to trust in them with that. And even if the prize money was a possibility, I still would not work with these people because they are sick. They are sick, disgusting, just awful people who should not be allowed to work with women from around the world. It should not be allowed. It was just more that the night before we said, look, you need to sort out this food situation, and you need to stop any of this sexual harassment that's going on. And we pointed out the main organizer that's been doing this, and they said, okay, she's been fired, she will not be here in the morning. We wake up and she's there. She's there. She's still there, nothing's been done, and then we were denied breakfast. They said, we're not going to get you breakfast. Do you know what? We were up till 5:30 in the morning arguing about this.
We called the police. They tried to pay off the police.
The first thing that they got his wallet out straight away.
Tried to pay off the police to keep them quiet. Then after they pay off the police, they tried to get one of our only translator to not translate for us. None of us know Korean.
Tell them what was wrong.
Yeah, so we couldn't tell them anything.
No. And the police, they were like, well, what can we do? Because we don't know what's going on. So, I mean, the only thing we did was we were able to give the police a note saying that we would be issuing legal action against Asia Pacific, and we all signed this. However, in the morning, it was interesting because a lot of the girls that were very, very angry in the night suddenly had changed their minds. And it was interesting because those girls were the ones that got a special visit from one of the organisers, who we probably believe has either bribed them with some sort of, hey, you're going to win, or hey, you're going to get some money. We don't know, but I know that today I was told I would win if I stayed.
So right now I'm desperately trying to look for a ticket to get out of here because I don't want to leave.
This is a warning to all the girls who are still there.
Yes.
You know, obviously you've made your decision. You want to stay for whatever reason, but just understand we just went through a hostage situation where we were almost unable to make our flight back home because they did not want us to leave the country. They were permitting us from leaving the country by stalling our bags and diverting us to a hotel to have a talk with them, and yet again they want to compromise our dignity by asking us what can they do for us to stay. It's gone past that now. It's gone way past that.
No, they should have sorted this out a week ago when these complaints started, and yet we had to go to this length to get their attention.
Yeah.
No,
and at the
I
end
don't
of the
want
day, me in Costa Rica, we have both won prizes and yet we are walking away because at the we don't want to look like sore losers when the results come out and then we complain. We're trying to say to you girls, whoever is still there, that you know we know it's hard, but at the same time we to sacrifice. You know, probably place in the final, we sacrifice the place because this is wrong and this shouldn't be allowed at all.
And we hope any of the girls out there with any sense do decide to get up and leave, because trust me, this organisation needs to be shut down, and we are currently in the process of calling all of our local lawyers, our local lawsuits, everybody in power in our countries is going to be doing everything they can to stop this from happening and to stop this finding from happening. So do yourself a favour and get out.
This comes down to women, they are important.